Mr. DJ. That was hot. What's up, you guys? How you guys doing?
I want your babies!
You guys good? So this is a Q&A. This is the Q&A. I'm Dante Basco. Some people know me as Rufio. Some people know me as Jake Long, the American Dragon. And there's a bunch of guys out there that know me as the misunderstood Prince of the Fire Nation, Prince Zuko. So, I guess we're gonna do questions and answers. Who got a question? Just I guess people line up in the middle, and that'll be easier. Hey, doll.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name's Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Alright, my question is, do you still have the Rufio costume?
No. I never owned the costume because when we do the movies, the wardrobe department puts the whole costume together. And so I never owned it, but I don't have it. But it's crazy. The thing about Rufio is it's cool now. Like, he's super cool, right? So when I first was Rufio, we didn't know what Rufio was going to look like, right? So there's all these different drawings of how I was supposed to look. There was a version of me with dreadlocks and stuff. So, which would have been kind of cool, but see, so when the first time they had the costume, right, we're doing all these different things, and then they put this costume on me now, right? And so it's like a Michael Jackson, think about in the 90s, right? So I'm like this 15-year-old kid in the 90s, and they put this Michael Jackson jacket on me. At this time, Michael Jackson was not cool at all. And then I had these ripped jeans and had red tights on, and then I had like my belly button showing, which was kind of strange. And then they're like, what should we do with his hair? And then they're like, not one mohawk, but 3 mohawks, right? And it's like 2 hours doing all my hair, and I'm like, all right, this is cool. I don't know, it wasn't that cool to me. And then when I went on the set, I thought it would be another thing where like maybe Steven Spielberg would go like, let's try something else, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if I want to show my belly button and stuff, the whole movie and whatnot. And then I came into the soundstage, and I totally remember we're like down at the bottom in Neverland at the base of the tree, right? So I come off the set, he's shooting a scene, and they're like, Steven, we have a Rufio outfit for you to approve. And then I come around the corner, I'm hoping he would say, let's try something else. I come around the corner, and he looks at me, he's like, oh, that's it. That's it. And I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna have my belly button show through this whole movie. But that's the Rufio costume. I don't have it, but we can cosplay it sometime in the future, maybe. Thank you. Yo, Sammy, what's up?
What's up?
Chilling, man. This guy is fierce right here in Pokemon, so if you play against him later on, watch out. Go ahead, Sammy. What do you want to know?
Have you met Aang?
Yes, I have met him. Like when we first did this series, his name is Zach. He's actually from the East Coast, so he flew in. We had a big party in Hollywood at Nickelodeon, and him and his parents and his sister came down. He's super cool. But I haven't seen him in years, so now he's all grown up. He's like in college. I wonder, he's like a full-grown dude now. When I first met him, he was like your size. I mean, he was like 13, like you. He was the same age. Cool? Are we cool, Sammy?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, man. Hello.
Hello.
Katara.
How'd you feel about the Zatara ship?
Does anybody ship here? Anybody ship? Yeah. Does anybody not know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about shipping? It's good. That's good. Because people get serious about it. The thing about shipping is this: when you watch an animation or even video games or whatever, there's this thing called shipping, which is basically relationships, and then you ship people together, and then when you ship people together like in a relationship, and then they get a name, like who, I don't know. Well, like Zuko and Katara, we ship them together and we say Zutara. So, am I a Zutarian? Yes. I ship Zutara. Who ships Zutara? Yeah, who doesn't? A bunch of people out there. It's okay. You can ship what you'd like to ship. I mean, this is a gaming convention. At an anime convention, they get really super serious about their ships. And it scares me sometimes. But I ship Utara. I thought they could have ended up together, fire and water. That's kind of sexy, you know? Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
I like your glasses.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How did you feel when you were doing the voice of Zuko?
I felt good. But like in what way? Like how did I feel about the character?
Yes.
I thought at first, when I first got the part, I just thought he was a bad guy, you know? I was like, oh, this is like a bad guy. Like, okay. And then somewhere in the second season, I started seeing how kind of I don't know, just amazing he was, like remarkable his character and the character arc and who he could become. So it was pretty amazing. Around the second season, I started to see that this guy was like something special for sure. So I dug him. You dug him? Cool.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
How is it like just working with everybody on the Avatar team and stuff?
It's great, man. Mae Whitman is a really good friend of mine. So is Jack DeSena. So we spent a lot of time working together. Working with those guys is just a treat. We worked together for about better part of 5 years. It's always fun with those guys. And then Mako, who played Uncle Iroh, played my uncle or my father like 4 or 5 times in my career. So he's always an actor I looked up to and always has been like that kind of guy in my life. So it was really, really, really beautiful. That along with the creators, Mike and Brian, it's fun. Every day was like fun when we did that project. And the great thing about it too is you guys got to find out the story through watching the anime. I mean, well, it's not anime, but through the cartoons or the animation.
Told you, Trace!
What?
He thinks it's an anime.
I got lost for a second.
You said it was, you said Avatar.
Oh,
You said Avatar was more cartoon than anime.
okay.
Ha!
I'm so confused sometimes. But I had a great time doing the show. Thanks, man.
Serves you right, Trace.
What's up?
What's up, man?
What's going down?
Well, how'd you feel when
You're looking all swagged out right now.
I know, right?
It's all good, though.
Happens every day.
It happens every day. It's all day, every day.
How did you feel when you were doing Jake Long, like his voice?
Very cool, actually. A lot of people ask, like, what character I'm a lot like, you know what I'm saying? And ironically, probably in a lot of ways, I'm like Jake Long. Like, I'm like this kind of hip-hop kid that's like me. Like, a lot of that stuff, half those lines I just weren't even written. I was just kind of like saying all that kind of stuff. So that was actually the first animation series I ever got to do. Because, you know, I come from on camera, and so that's the first time I got to work in animation in long form. So it was a great time working. And that was also me and Mae Whitman. And Mae also played Katara, so we just had a great relationship that way.
Okay.
Dragging up.
Can you fly?
Can I fly? I fly every day, man. Me and you, fly and swag. That's how we do it.
Rufio!
What's up, man?
Are you gonna make any more appearances in The Legend of Korra?
Yes.
Cool.
Can't talk much more than that or I get in trouble.
He kind of stole my question. I was gonna ask, in this new season, the 3rd book, is General Iroh the 2nd gonna come out
Yes.
even more?
He does come back. We do come back. We're both there.
Yay.
So it should be cool. I read the finale. It's pretty funny. It's pretty good to be good. I can't say nothing. I'm gonna get in trouble. What happens is someone videotapes it and then all of a sudden Nickelodeon calls my agent and yells at me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
What's up, man?
I was gonna ask you.
Is that Optimus Prime on your head right there? Is that Optimus? Oh, it's a Decepticon. My bad.
I was gonna ask you if you remember the phrase from Hook, fly, fight, or crow, go Rufio.
Yeah. You can fight. You can fly. You can. You wanna crow with me? Hold on a second. You're gonna crow with me one time, all right? I'm gonna say the line and then we're gonna go. You can fly, you can fight, and you could. I thought you were gonna crow with me. You did. I'll no, I got your back. You got my back. Thank you so much.
Hello.
What's up?
I got two questions.
Shoot.
First question. Are they gonna make the where Zuko could find his mother?
They wrote it in the comic book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the search. You got to read the search. Part 1, 2, and 3. Or they're actually the third series in the comic books. They explain it. It's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Second question. I'm sorry. It's
Also, on the comic books, I voiced some of them on my YouTube channel, which is kind of cool. Sorry, I'm sorry. I interrupted you. Please go.
I'm just thinking of a question. Is Avatar like the Avatar series is it kind of like a more like anime than a cartoon?
What's the question? Is it anime or cartoon?
Yeah.
Is
it more like anime?
It's anime inspired. I think for something to be anime, it has to come from Japan, right? Does anybody know that? Is that correct? So it's anime inspired, I think. But I'm gonna roll with that. But it's a lot of people they call it anime, but it's not really. It's American. It's an American man.
Actually, I found it in the
Anime section.
yeah.
Because whoever was filing that didn't understand the rules.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did you grow any attachment to any of the characters, or any of the cast in the Avatar?
Yeah, of course, Mako, and I was very attached to Mako. Like I said, he was someone that I looked up to my whole career and actually gave me a lot of great... He was really like Uncle Iroh to me in a lot of ways. As far as me being a younger actor that he gave a lot of advice to over the years. And I'm talking like over, the better part of 20 years I knew him. So I was really attached to him. I'm still very attached to Mae Whitman and Jack DeSena. They're really good friends of mine. So we meet up for coffee and tea sometimes, always. So it's kind of fun. Actors, Hollywood's like a big town, but it's still a small town in a lot of ways. So the people you work with, especially for long periods of time, become really good friends of yours. And just people that we continue to enjoy each other's company and hang out in between gigs,
One more question. Have you already started recording for the next season of Legend?
Yeah, it's done.
It's done?
It's done. The recording's done. But they're probably still animating.
Thank you.
Thanks. Sammy, you're back, dude. What's up? Did you cut in line?
No.
Okay. Question?
Yes.
You look like a little rapper. Are we gonna, someone gotta start rapping like we're both doing the beat. You have a question?
Yes. Did the characters in Jake Long ever get irritated to you?
What do you mean?
Did they bother you?
Which part? Or whether they changed it? What are you talking about?
Did they,
Sammy, what you talking about, man? Who irritated me?
the dog and the
Oh, Foo Dog?
yeah.
No, it's funny because when you work with DiMaggio, the guy who does Foo Dog, he's like one of the most amazing voiceover actors. He's so funny in the booth. What? What?
He also does the voice of Jake.
Oh, he also does. Oh, okay, yes, he's amazing. So when you're in the booth with these guys, they're so amazing that it's just so entertaining to just go there and just hang out with them. And if you guys could hear the outtakes, it's crazy because it's really foul and craziness, but it's fun. All right, Sammy, get back in line and come talk to me again. Yeah, what's up?
I had a question. How did you feel about the Avatar movie?
The what?
The Avatar movie?
Was there a movie?
Yeah, a really bad one.
Are you sure there was a movie? There's some people that would beg to differ.
It's controversial.
I mean, personally, I never saw the movie, so I never saw the movie. So I'm never gonna say anything bad about the movie because I never saw it. And if I ever have to audition for M. Night, I'm not gonna have any video on me that he can bring up like, yo man, you said this about my movie. I was like, I didn't say that. But I hear it didn't work 100%. So I'm gonna reserve my critique until I see the movie, if I ever see the movie, but I haven't seen the movie. But M. Night, if you see this, I do like you. All right. Thanks, man.